Ever wondered how pro cyclists measure their training with power meters? From understanding power zone, measuring FTP and choosing the right gear, we're answering the questions that serious cyclists like you are asking. Plus our exclusive deals on power meters, which is live for the next 14 days on our website. Let's go! A lot of you guys that are watching us are not subscribed, don't like the video or dislike the video, so please do that now. We're trying to give you the best content, the content that you guys want, and what especially good for you, we're trying to give you the best deals that you can find on the market. Thanks for the support, and if you have any questions, please comment down below. Cheers! Let's start with the basics. Power meters measures your wattage output in real time, giving you accurate data that you can look at. But the real power in power meters is in helping you train smarter. Whether you're chasing a personal best or looking to optimize your recovery rides, a power meter is the ultimate tool for measurable improvements. Power meters like a Sioma Duo or Wahoo PowerLink are trusted by many cyclists for their precision and ease of use. And the question most of us that we only started cycling are wondering, what are power meter zones? So power meter zones are training intensity levels based on your functional threshold power, so the FTP. Now you're probably asking, what is the FTP? We will get to that shortly. Power meter zones range from zone 1 to usually zone 7, so the recovery zone, which is zone 1, to anaerobic efforts. Using power meter zones helps you structure your training effectively. For example, zone 2 is perfect for endurance building, zone 4 focuses on improving your lactate threshold, zone 5 plus targets explosive power for sprints. With the power meters you can monitor these zones during rides and adjust in real time for optimal results. So what's an FTP? FTP, or functional threshold power, is the highest wattage you can sustain for an hour. It's key metric for defining your power zones and measuring progress. Here's how to measure it. Warm up thoroughly, perform a 20-minute max effort test, take 90% of your average wattage from the test, that's your estimated FTP. If you cannot do it outside, you can also do it inside with the apps like Wahoo, Zwift or many others. Just be sure to do it with your power meter, not with the power meter that is located in your cycling trainer, so the test that you do outside will be the same. And one more thing regarding your FTP calculations: if you know that you're only training for a specific event, so the climbs are not as hard, you can also try to measure the FTP not for 20 minutes effort, but you can only do it for 10 minutes effort if you know all the climbs are shorter than your 10-minute effort. That's what I do, and it usually works good for me. Why are power meters even useful? Power meters makes you structure your training so you can build your training based on your power zone, so that you're not just guessing. So the other thing is pacing in races. Avoid burnout by sticking to your target zones. Consistency in effort, so you're not just relying on your feelings but more on the power output, which makes your climbing, everything else so the average on those climbs will be higher, so that will make your time better. And also one thing that's really important, if you also had an injury or on one of your legs, both a Sioma Duo and PowerLink can give you data where you will see left to right power ratio. So usually the leg that's been hurt or you had an accident on it will automatically output less power, so you can train your mind to pedal harder with that leg. So after some time you probably can get a better result using both legs power, like 50-50. When I started, one of my legs only did around 70 to 30%, so my left leg did only 30% and my right leg did 70%. Hopefully that makes sense. When you can see the left to right power ratio on your computer, then you see the difference and you try to push the leg that's lower, so in power output, to do more work, so that you can gain that 50-50 left to right ratio. And for those cyclists that had some injuries, we recommend the dual-sided power meters. If not, you can only buy one-sided power meter. The data won't be as accurate, but usually it works just the same. A good training plan, you can do it with one-sided power meter. So what about calibrating? Is the calibration needed before every ride? And usually I would say yes, but if you only go like on a short ride, so you won't do any training, you don't need to do the calibration, of course, because that data is not as important, at least not to me. If you're doing a good training ride, so you have it all mapped out, not just a recovery ride, then of course calibrate your power meters. So why do we do that? Over time, temperature changes or mechanical adjustments can affect readings. Luckily, modern power meters like a Sioma or Wahoo make this quick and simple. Think of calibration as hitting the reset button to align your device with current conditions. What kind of power meters are there? They are pedal based, they are spider based or crank based. Then you have a hub based power meter. We usually recommend pedal based power meters because you can easily switch them from one bike to another, which makes them a lot easier to change from bike to bike, so the ease of use is better than with the rest. If you have the spider meter crank based power meter, it will be a lot harder to change because it's also dependent on the group set, and usually the pedals are all the same, so that's why we use pedal based power meters. Why buy from us? Our selection of power meters features best-in-class models at an unbeatable price, which are available for the next 14 days by the end of Black Friday, so let's say by the end of month of November. So the most popular options are a Sioma Favero, and the next one is Wahoo. You can get both of them with one-sided power meter or dual-sided power meters, and with the Sioma you can also get their MTB pedals. So if you're ready to level up your cycling game with these exclusive deals, it's time to invest in your performance. All the links to the power meters are down below. Shop now and ride smarter. Let's ride!
We'll be right back.